Argentina Rios is just 2. She was pulled from the mud that engulfed a large part of Nicaragua. Hurricane Mitch has made her an orphan. There is nobody to take her home from hospital. There is no home to go to. I wonder if I could take a few minutes of your time to tell you about how you can help Argentina and thousands like her. We've all seen and heard enough to know that Central America has been brought to its knees. Its people are trying to stay alive in the face of hunger and disease. At least 11,000 people died under the ferocious tide of mud and water unleashed by Hurricane Mitch. Another 13,000 are still missing, and 3 million have been made homeless. Many could only watch as everything they owned was swept away. 3 million. It's really difficult to imagine. But just think of your own house being destroyed, and then every other home for miles in every direction. By phoning the Hurricane Appeal hotline, you can help communities like this one in Honduras. It's one of hundreds of devastated towns and villages across Central America. When the floodwaters swept through here, whole families disappeared as their homes collapsed beneath them.
The river was so strong that nobody could go to them to help them. Suddenly the river came so strong that the house came down and the family was going with the river.
Those who survived have nothing left. No food, no proper shelter, no medicine, no clean water.
I feel like crying. You see, I have 2 babies and now it's a long way to get the food. See? To find what we can eat, what is left. Yeah? So we need a lot of help.
So where do you start? The aid agencies are already providing funds and working with local people on the ground in Central America, and the world's governments are responding. But the problem is so big that much more money is needed to provide the right kind of help. The leading UK aid agencies have got together, as they do for the worst kind of crises. With your help, the Disasters Emergency Committee will provide the life-sustaining basics so desperately needed: medicine to treat waterborne disease, shelter and warm blankets, water purification tablets, sanitation and food, equipment to rebuild roads and bridges, and seeds to replant damaged crops. When a disaster this big happens, we all feel there's not much we can usefully do, but that's not true. £5 will buy enough maize to feed 50 people for a day. £25 pays for a day's supply of high-energy biscuits for 50 children. £30 buys enough zinc sheeting to house a dozen people. And £100 provides basic medical supplies for 10 families. Whatever you give will make a difference. You can make a donation now by phoning our special appeal hotline. It's open 24 hours a day. Just ring 0990 222233. That's 0990 222233. You need to have your credit card or debit card like Switch ready. Or you can send checks direct to the Central America Hurricane Appeal, P.O. Box 999, London EC3A 9AA. Make your check payable to Hurricane Appeal. Or you can make a donation in any high street bank or post office. Imagine Argentina was your daughter, your baby sister, or your granddaughter. You can be part of the effort to keep her alive and to help rebuild her country so she and thousands like her has a future. Remember, whatever you can afford will really make a difference. Thanks for listening.